Searching for the right watch when you're a new enthusiast is like trying to find a mission to the moon in the official Swatch store. With literally thousands of models and hundreds of brands to choose from, it's hard to decipher exactly which are produced for and respected by watch enthusiasts. So I thought I'd save you the headache by composing this list of affordable enthusiast watches that are almost perfect. Us watch enthusiasts go crazy for anything mechanical, so much so that the idea of a quartz movement may be enough to put some off their Sunday roast. For whatever reason, a watch powered by springs and cogs is so much more romantic than a watch powered by a battery and a circuit board. For that reason, this watch is an outlier when it comes to ticking all of the boxes, unlike anything else around its price. The Chinese-made Siegel 1963 is not only a watch that beats any other chronograph under $500, but it will keep you up all night with its mesmerizing view through the watch's caseback. Typically, chronographs costing less than $1,000 feature the aforementioned circuit board and battery. That's where the 1963 swoops in and steals all of our hearts. It's the only affordable chronograph you can find with a mechanical movement. So because this watch quite literally has no competition, it sits on its own pedestal and is highly regarded by enthusiasts. Now when you first begin to research watches, you find models like the AP Royal Oak and Patek Nautilus being shoved down your throat more than a piece of turkey on Christmas Day. These sports watches are highly sought after by people that have more money than sense. The 1970s design still goes strong to this day, seemingly never going out of fashion. That made room for one of the oldest Swiss watchmakers, Tissot, to release a watch that has made huge waves in the affordable watch space. The Tissot PRX has simply had an impact unlike any other watch released in recent years. It looks, feels, and for all purposes works like the tens of thousands of dollars sports watches of the world. However, it costs over 100 times less than the luxury counterparts. The way the PRX catches the light whilst it's on your wrist should be illegal. It's absolutely beautiful, and if it could enter a beauty contest, it would certainly win. We watch enthusiasts are actually very easy to please. All we ask is that brands make something that look good, with an in-house movement, that is the right size, that has the right colours, that has a good history, and also uses the right materials. Actually, I take that back. Watch enthusiasts are very hard to please. So when a watch comes along and manages to tick all of those boxes, it just shows how good it is. The Orient Bambino is a watch probably more famous in the enthusiast world than any other model. It's the ultimate affordable dress watch that many of us buy even though we never dress up. The minimal design and high dome glass just looks so premium and punches way above its weight. Not to mention the tons of different case and dial colour options the model has. There really is a Bambino that will fit anybody's style. That's why it's so popular and it's basically perfect. If there's one thing that watch enthusiasts value more than anything else, it's having an illustrious history behind the brand. There's very few watch brands out there that have basically achieved everything but don't go shouting it from the rooftops like Omega do with their Moonwatch. Step up Seiko, a brand that has done everything possible and still quietly goes about their business, producing watches that are packed with nothing but value. The Seiko SPB121 is a watch dripping in history. The over-engineered piece has way more function than one could ever need. The likeliness is none of us will ever go mountaineering through the harsh conditions that this watch can withstand. Instead, it will be worn to many camping trips and visits to the cinema. But the fact that it can do those things just makes the watch even more perfect. When making an affordable watch list, not including Casio would be like going on holiday and leaving your newborn baby at home by itself. Not only is that very illegal, but it's also just poor taste. Casio is a Wild West just on its own. Thousands of models can be found with just a few clicks of a wireless mouse. So where do we look? Of course, we watch enthusiasts love complications. The more the better. That's why the Casio AE1200 is an absolute fan favourite when it comes to the hobby. So much is packed into this little plastic watch that it will keep you busy learning how to use everything for weeks on end. If you have ever wondered what the time is in over 30 different countries, then the AE1200 will satisfy that weird curiosity with just a few clicks of a button. The design of the watch is polarizing, but watch nerds love anything that's a little bit outside of the box. Now, although almost all of us would never actually want to go to war and risk our lives, the idea of owning a watch that is built for the occasion triggers some sort of primal instinct inside us. At least that's what I used to tell my parents when I was up till 4 AM playing Call of Duty. None quite have that tactical feeling quite as much as the Hamilton Khaki Automatic, a watch that has history linking back to the World War, reimagined envisioned with modern materials to stand the test of time. Hamilton is one of them watch brands that if you know, then you know. The quality and durability of the Khaki automatic is what makes it stand out from the rest. The all black, no nonsense aesthetic really embodies this and can be your ultimate do-it-all watch if so required. You may have heard the term less is more, and especially in the watch world, too many models are way too blingy and they're as cringy as a billionaire wearing a Hublot. No brand embodies this minimalist attitude quite like Younghans. The Maxbill is a model that is certainly an acquired taste, but to the right person, it will get you so hot and sweaty, you'll forget about how much it's currently costing you to heat up your home. This style of watch screams sophistication, so much so that my Mancunian wrist is scared to go anywhere near it. The Younghans Maxbill is a beautifully simplistic watch that is a staple in many watch collection cases. It fits almost any occasion and does the job required of it without a single bit of flash or sparkle. Once you begin collecting seriously, you'll find yourself owning some pieces that you don't even want to wear outside of the house. Whether that's because they're as fragile as a poppadom, or because you've dropped $1,000 on it and your wife doesn't know. We have to keep them looking good at all costs. That's where the ultimate beta watch comes in and saves the day. The GShock GA2100 can literally survive anything you can throw at it. The whole GShock range is built to withstand pressure that it will likely never see. However, given its affordability and durability, this is a watch that you can throw on and just live life with. Almost every watch collector has a GShock in the collection. It's a piece that you can throw on when you're washing the car, taking the dog out, or just sitting on the couch. Oh, and remember when we talked about the AP Royal Oak earlier? Well, this model even has that cool octagonal shape that us enthusiasts go nuts for. The most popular type of watch amongst aficionados is without question the diver's watch. Even though 99% of them never see more than a paddling pool on holiday, they still fly off the shelves. There's many budget dive watches to choose from. The discontinued Seiko SKX used to own the crown. However, since that watch has been discontinued, the definitive ultimate affordable diver these days is a little bit up in the air. Without a doubt, one of the best is the Citizen ProMaster Automatic. The unusual design is slightly outside of the box and makes the watch stand out from the rest. This particular model is made of titanium, which watch nerds go absolutely crazy for. It's considerably lighter than steel, so the wearing experience is different than anything else. The green dial and bezel is also recognizable on this watch, and it very easily could be considered the budget Rolex Hulk. With plenty of dial and bezel colors, it's one of those watches that can find its way into any collection. Now, what's affordable to me might be completely different to you. That's why I've had to sneak in my favorite luxury watch. The Omega Speedmaster is without question one of the most iconic, well-respected and perfect watches of all time. The design is flawless when it comes to the Speedmaster. The history of the watch is almost unrivaled by any other watch on the planet. If the Rolex Daytona is the ultimate money flex watch, then the Speedmaster is the ultimate enthusiast flex watch. If a watch enthusiast ever sees an Omega Speedmaster out in the wild, then they'll certainly be giving a little nod of respect to the person wearing it. Now, newer models can cost upwards of $5,000. Don't be shy though to have a look on the secondary market, where certain models can be picked up for just under $2,000. Please do me one massive favour though, just stay away from the Moonswatch. It's just not very good. If you want some more suggestions on affordable watches, then check out my video here on the best watches under $250.